big win over another Lone Star Conference opponent in St. Mary's, another team who who got an upset win in the first round based on a seed line. Talk about your team's performance here in this game and punch on ticket to the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I thought our guys were phenomenal. We have a lot of respect for St. Mary's. I thought watching them yesterday, watching film, their athleticism and their physicality is as good as anyone we've faced this season. We really challenged our guys that that's what it was going to come down to. Our ability to defend the ball one-on-one and do so without fouling, and then our ability to defensive rebound it. And we thought that was going to determine the game. And we got just as many offensive rebounds as they did. We won the rebounding battle. And I thought our guys really matched their physicality. And then, offensively, we did a pretty good job figuring out what their coverages were and attacking that and exposing however they were guarding our screening actions. And we had great contributions from all sorts of guys on our team, on down the list. I mean, I thought everyone who played contributed in a positive way, and proud of this group and excited to move on into a regional final game on Tuesday.
Jaden, you've been a part of this postseason success before, back in your freshman year, and you really kind of helped land that punch to push the game out of reach early on in that second half. Talk about how big of a factor that was in kind of just helping control this game.
I mean, that's kind of what my job is, to just control the tempo of the game as a point guard, and thought I did a pretty good job of doing that. And then especially when, they're pressing us and trapping us in that second half, just staying calm, taking care of the ball, and just finding the open guy. And yeah, that ultimately led to us pushing that game to out of reach for them.
I think a pretty good job would be an understatement, I mean, my guy here goes 6 of 8, has 8 assists, 2 turnovers, was phenomenal on the defensive end. Not only is he as scrappy and as tough as any guard out there, but he's also extremely intelligent, and those two attributes are difficult to find in one player. And that's why a big part of the reason why we're here is we got our point guard, our leader, who's extremely intelligent and extremely competitive and tough.
Jack, Coach had kind of touched on that, the physicality that went into this game. Throughout the contest, we saw guys getting on the floor, going after those 50-50 balls. Talk about kind of just having to have that mindset in this matchup and your performance in helping get the win.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him play yesterday too, so we knew what we were in for from the start. Leading into the game, we just had to get our minds right and ready for a battle. There was a big emphasis on rebounds and the physicality and the diving on the ball, like you said. So I think we did a good job as a team, getting our heads right and getting ready for a fight for every possession.
Coach, what do you say about the job you did against? I mean, they're two big guys with Camacho and then Damani Claxton too. Those were two that I think you looked up, and maybe almost towards the end of the game they were less than double figures combined.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest, what led to Camacho's fouls in the first half, but that was a huge factor. They really play through him on the offensive end. He's a very good low-post player. I thought our two centers in Jackson Seal and Joel Speckman did a really good job of executing how we wanted to kind of limit his touches and how to defend him when he got touches in the low post. But I think how we attacked him on the offensive end probably played just as big of a role in his performance.
Hey, Coach, great job, great win. You guys score so many different ways, all 3 levels. Do you have a preferred way of scoring with a front line like St. Mary's, or do you go in trying to get the best shot?
I don't, however we can score, it's going to work. So it doesn't matter. I don't have a preference of how that happens. I just think we have a lot of guys that can hurt you in different ways. I think we, obviously we're one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the country. We're one of the best assist rate teams in the country and assist to turnover ratio. So we have a high skill set, and we don't, run set plays every time down. And I think part of our success is we let our guys go. We have a system, and we have a lot of set plays, but in these games, especially against teams that are very disruptive and athletic, we kind of just run our base offense. And because of the intelligence of our group, they find ways to share the ball and find the hot hand And then, however you're guarding a screening action, there's a solution to attack that. And our guys do a good job of figuring out what their coverage is and just reacting to that and utilizing each other.
Jaden, offensively, Black Hill State, double-digit three-pointers again, was creeping up towards 20 assists again. I'm not sure what that final assist total was. But what was it you were kind of able to see from St. Mary's defensively that was able to kind of help the offense flow for you guys?
I think the biggest thing was just like handling their pressure, and then once we got downhill, I've been pretty good job of finding my guys when they're open. So I was just seeing St. Mary's collapse in, and when they collapse, just finding the open guy and not forcing anything or trying to take a contested shot, just finding the open guys and then just trusting them that they're going to either make a shot or make the right play and find somebody else who's open.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.